Important reminder: unlike most of the other religious books, for example, the Bible, which was written decades and decades after the events and is in the past tense, the Quran was revealed dynamically. In other words, aside from a few chapters which were revealed in one go, the vast majority of the Quranic verses were revealed in response to events in the life of the Prophet Muhammad. This revelation spanned 23 years, and each year, in the month of Ramadan, Gabriel revised that year's revelation with the Prophet Muhammad. In the final year of the revelation, the 23rd year, Gabriel visited the Prophet Muhammad twice. The Prophet Muhammad passed away soon after. The Prophet Muhammad, who was unlettered and could neither read nor write, would recite back what was revealed to him to his companions, who would memorize the verses, while his scribes would write them down. Over 1,446 years later, we are still making so many fascinating discoveries and seeing signs of divine origin in the Quran. Let's look at one astonishing example. The background. The incident we are about to relate happened in the early stages of Islam in Al-Madinah, and the early years of the life of the Prophet in that blessed city. In brief, as a result of the trade blockade by the pagans of Mecca on the city of Al-Madinah, food and other essentials became scarce, and its inhabitants were experiencing hardship, which included hunger. One Friday, while the Prophet was standing delivering a sermon on the minbar, the duff sounds were heard outside. Trading caravans announced their arrival in this way. On hearing the duff, most of the congregation ran to it, leaving the Prophet standing giving the sermon. Only 12 companions stayed, as per the most authentic narration. The caravan came with merchandise from Syria, and those who ran outside wanted to trade before the stock was sold out. Allah says regarding this incident, when they saw the fanfare along with the caravan, they almost all flocked to it, leaving you, O Prophet, standing on the pulpit. Say, what is with Allah is far better than amusement and merchandise, and Allah is the best provider. Let's examine this verse closely. This is tijaratan, from tijara, and these are some of its meanings: business, commerce, trade, traffic, shop, transacting, transactions, dealing, merchandise, goods, commodity, etc. And this word here is lawan, from lawu, which means fun, amusement, play, fanfare, distraction, entertainment, etc. As we can see, the English translator used fanfare in his translation of this word, and later he used amusement for the same Arabic word, based on his understanding and his research on the context. Please refer to the previous section titled Background for a quick overview of the context. In brief, fanfare here refers to the duff, which was played to announce the arrival of the trading caravan, and later amusement was used as the fanfare, duff, would fall into that category in a general sense. As for the other Arabic word, tijara, the translator used caravan here to denote a trading caravan, and later he used merchandise to specify goods trading caravans might do business with. In other words, merchandise here refers to businesses in general. As for these two, they are the same words with the definite article, el, or the, in English. Now that we have clarified these, we can highlight the amazing subtleties in this verse. If we look at the words again, we see that in their second mention, their order changed. So, why was the order of those two words changed? Those scholars who research these minute and subtle changes, deliberate usage of certain words, and so on, have suggested the reason. As we mentioned before, the vast majority of the Quranic verses were revealed in direct response to events in the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be exalted upon him. So, in the first 1 and 2, the reference is to a specific event or incident as we mentioned before. This incident involved a trading caravan full of goods arriving into Medina to trade after a long while of blockade, and as usual, the sounds of duff, referred to as fanfare, was used to announce its arrival. Whereas in the second mention of these two words, where we see the order changed, these words are referenced in general, and generally, everyone has the ability to pass the time, entertain, play, distract, and so on, and therefore this word was advanced first. As for businesses, referenced here using merchandise, not everyone can open a business or is able to own one, and accordingly, this word was relegated to the second position, and upon even closer inspection, the word for businesses is moved closer to the line. In Arabic, Allah is the best of providers, as all provisions come from Allah the Exalted.
Please support this channel by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Thank you.